All right, we've come to the second portion of public comment. Anyone wishing to be heard? Adele?
Just a comment, my grandson was at the pool opening day, and Frelinghuysen the pool, Public Works did a great job. It's painted, the buildings are painted, it looks really good. The only comment, and I know it's really early in the game, but under those picnic tables, the stones, not a great idea. You have to have a sign out that you have to put your footwear on to walk on them, and that's inside the pool enclosure. So I don't know if there's a solution to that.
Well, they put a mat across it.
They have
the
one
front
mat
of
to
it,
make
but, we went
it's
with
not
recommend-
ideal.
Right, but we went with recommendations from everybody because we wanted to pave it. And this was the roundest stone we could get in there, and
Okay.
you know, maybe they still would like to pave it, but we're concerned about the deterioration of the roots underneath it.
Just a comment, but the pool was open on time. So, another comment, on LaGrange Street, the house with the blue tarp,
Yes, I've had many conversations with.
why is it like that?
All right, right now, it is in, the word I'm going to use is receivership. It's probably the wrong term. But it's one of these houses that's being controlled, that the mortgage has been purchased by a large conglomerate. We have this problem with a number of houses, and it's not just us, it's other towns too, talking to other people. The house has been purchased by this conglomerate, and you call the number that you're given, and you get, yeah, we'll take care of it, we'll take care of it. The solution is, we go out there and we take care of the property and put a lien on it. And do we collect from, because to tell you the truth, Adele, these conglomerates don't give
I realize that position, but like, it's been like
it's
that.
been like that since ever.
Ever.
It's like the
Mayor,
one on
if I-
Tillman
but
Street.
if I could
It's the same
interject-
thing.
If I can interject, as a municipality,
It looks awful.
we take first precedent over all of this. So if we
Yes.
put the lien on, we override all the other
Yes.
liens on that property. So if
Yes.
someone's gonna buy that, because we would take precedent over those other liens.
Right.
So it might be in the borough's better
But
financial.
it's more than just going out there and cutting the grass, because at this point, the porch is deteriorating, the porch is falling apart. Anybody who goes up on that porch is gonna fall through it.
There's a lot of things
There's a
wrong
lot
with
of
that
things
house.
wrong with it.
It's a slate roof too.
But
It's
it's
a
got an
slate
old
roof.
slate roof,
Yes.
and I think the slate was falling off, so the solution was to put it covers the entire roof,
I know it is.
and
And
you
now-
just can't,
And now it blew off.
it's
so
half its head,
hanging
half its
down
flapping. If I
on the
was a
side.
neighbor of that, I would lose, it makes noise, I would lose my mind,
Yeah,
but
but what kind of repairs can we make? I can see cutting the grass.
That's
and
it,
doing
cutting
those stuff.
the grass.
We're gonna start rebuilding the house.
The house needs to be rebuilt. It
But I
really
thought,
does.
under the zoning and construction, I thought that it had to be a certain structurally sound to a certain extent before the municipality almost had to step into it to a degree.
I don't know, when,
Well, you're talking about condemning it. You're
you're
talking about
talking about
condemning it.
condemning it, yes.
The tree is an abandoned and unfit building.
Right.
It would almost fall under that category as a.
Well, then that's prime for the one on Tillman Street too, then.
So
That's,
that process is you.
That process, though, somebody, I
It's
think,
a slippery
purchased that one.
slope.
Really?
It
We always
really is.
identify all that,
Yes.
and this, legally what you can do,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not saying you do this, but you can, basically file a complaint against the property owner and the property itself, saying it's unfit for,
that goes on for years and years and
No.
years.
No,
You
it
know that as
doesn't.
well
No,
as
it
I do.
doesn't.
No,
No.
it doesn't actually.
It's been going on for years over there on Tillman Street.
No,
On
That might-
Tillman Street, yeah.
And
Right.
I'm just saying, so you have house A that's falling apart, it's in disrepair, that poses a danger to the health, safety, and welfare of the residents of Borough Ware. You file a complaint against the property and the property owners. You notice that complaint, you have a hearing before the council. You have Ligera or some other person testify and enter evidence as to the condition of that property, and give their opinion that it poses a danger to the health, safety, and welfare of the residents. Then you issue an order saying, fix it up, or we're gonna tear it down. And if we tear it down, it's gonna be a lien against the property. So they
And the
fix
borough
it
will
up.
take precedence
It's still a
against any
slippery
other
slope.
league.
If you wanna do it, do it.
It's not a
It's
slippery
it's
slope.
all-
You
it's
know,
all-
it's
it's
telling you.
I'm just saying legally, you can do that if you wanna do that, and you can.
That-
you can
that-
raise it.
that's
You know,
not- and-
who do you go after, who don't you
That's
go
not the
after?
same term as that dreaded.
And if I can jump in
We
on
reviewed
Tillman.
that ordinance, we looked at the model from Phillipsburg before you
Right.
were here, and you
Right.
voted
And
against that.
And if I can jump in on Tillman Street, in all fairness to Tillman Street, every time we tried to take action on Tillman Street, that property was supposed to go up for sheriff's sale,
Right.
and then it kept getting pulled on sheriff's sale. So every time we tried to take action, it was up for sheriff's sale. And then every time people went to go buy it on sheriff's sale, it miraculously disappeared from the sheriff's
Yeah,
sale.
that's all
So
tried.
it was not us not acting, we did take the actions, it just kept disappearing from the sheriff's sale. So we were doing what we were supposed
So
to
do we-
It kept getting pulled.
Dan is saying that it's a slippery slope, but do we leave it there, and do we let it become more of an eyesore? Do we let it become an attractive nuisance? Do we have somebody get hurt on the place? Is there the possibility that there could be an electrical short and we have a fire on this street? And you know how close those houses are on LaGrange Street.
All right, listen,
Let's do something.
I
about it.
understand what Dan's saying, and if you have an individual, maybe you don't want to do that, but this is a conglomerate that no one even knows apparently who they are. They're not responsive to anything, so there should be a course of action. I don't know what it should be, but
Because
you can't leave it like
I
that.
checked it out with Lisa, and Lisa looked it up, and she gave me the name of this, and she says they handle thousands of
If I can ask the
abandoned houses.
council, if we could please ask Rich to put on the agenda for the next council meeting, let's re-examine the ordinance that the council has already shot down, that we tried to look into last time, because that is what we
That's what we
need.
need.
We wanted to put it on,
I think you actually have, what I did last time, if I recall.
no,
was
we
actually
shot it
we-
down 2 years ago. The council
Right, but I
shot
think-
it down 2 years ago.
Before I was here?
No,
Yeah,
or when you were here.
Just when you first
Yeah.
came in.
Well, that was no, the ordinance I think that I did was a weed and debris ordinance. I think you actually had an unfit buildings ordinance on.
No, check, Rich, because I'm pretty sure that was.
That's gonna
Not to
include,
that extent.
that's gonna include commercial buildings as well?
It's all encompassed under the same thing.
I suppose that's sort of the same thing.
Because Adele, there's
That's
more than
another-
that.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that.
It's ridiculous.
I know, but this is so,
No, I
like,
know.
it sticks out so bad.
Because there's more than one that has that blue tarp on it. There's others that have that blue tarp on it too.
One other question, I'm just curious, because people are asking, is Riverfest dead for this year, or is there a
We
Riverfest?
have a conversation going with the Moose about using their license for the duck race. I have, Don Christensen is handling it, he's been the liaison, or the go-between, let's say, to the Moose. So I'm going to have a meeting with him on Thursday morning, and he's going to get up to speed on it.
So we have a river fest?
Depends on what their reaction
Well,
is.
that's two things, the duck race and the river
It's
fest.
two separate things.
So we're
yes.
handling it as one, we don't have either at this point?
It all depends, the duck race depends on that.
But what about the river fest?
The Riverfest, I'm not sure about.
So we don't.